What's going on, everybody? Let's see. Always got to check and make sure you can hear me. Yep, looks like you can. Sweet. All right. Hopefully no technical issues today. That would be lovely. That'd be wonderful. What's up, Fear? Looks like you're over on the TikTok. What's up? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good Christmas, having a good weekend. Let's see. Air horn's working. All right, sweet. Sounds are working. Let's do this. Let's get into some more Borderlands grind, loot grind, legendary grind. Got to take advantage of the 5x drop rates right now till like early January. Get those legendaries popping. All right, let's see. My firmware setup is terrible right now. All right, we'll improve it. We'll improve it. Let's see. Let's see. I really need to get rid of some stuff. I need to go to the bank. Go to the bank so I can get rid of some stuff. I'm carrying too much. Let's just go here. Hey, what's up, Reed? Finally got your PC. Nice. How you been? Playing some Fortnite? Or are you doing Call of Duty? All right, let's drop some stuff off, man. My inventory's full. Let's see what I want to drop off. I carry so many grenades. I never use all these. Let's drop this thing off. What do I want to drop off? Let's drop that off. Drop. Yeah, let's see. That's shock, incendiary. No, not really. Oh, are you doing are you playing Call of Duty or anything? Neither. I play Rainbow Six Siege. Okay, that's what you're into now. Drop that off. I hate when you have to remote double tap those things. If it's not Vladov where it like blows up on impact, I really don't like them. This thing is nuts. I just got this. Doesn't do a ton of damage. 150%, I can't even talk. 150% cryo is nuts. But this whole self-replicating thing is crazy. Like they literally replicate and bounce around all over the place. And it's got an 8-second cooldown and 4 charges, which is nuts. So I've been running this. I'll show you all this. This thing is really weak. Drop that off. Let's see. Let's drop that off. I never use this thing, but it's crazy. It says grants plus 10% movement speed for a short duration with each consecutive hit for a maximum of 7 stacks. So like it's suggesting that if I hit 10 consecutive hits, I could have 70% movement speed increase, which is crazy, but it does such little damage. 12-second cooldown. I probably will never even use that thing. I'm gonna drop that off too. And this thing, I should just sell this. I never use this. Called One Punch Man. Watching. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, no, I watch One Punch Man. I haven't watched the latest season. Was it season 3? I think is out now. I watched the first 2 seasons, thought it was great. I have not checked out season 3, but I heard it getting a lot of hate. So I don't know what's up with that. I haven't seen it though. But apparently like the animation, the studio that does the animation, really like just did a terrible job on season 3. Can you confirm? Would you agree with that? Like I've been seeing it all over social media. It's just like people are like, they totally butchered the animation.
Only Vile Lictor could
I'm not teleport anywhere. Come on, man. Yeah. Just went out. Yeah, I just started OP. Oh, you just started it. Oh, so you haven't gotten to the newest season yet? You're on the first season? Yeah, the first couple seasons are awesome. So I was planning on watching the third season, but I've been seeing all the hate's been getting all over the interweb. And so I was like, man, no, don't tell me it's gotten bad, because I was really digging it. I'm gonna do this Vile bounty, and then I'm gonna go do some more elemental farming. I've been trying to farm the Kaoson and the Acey May. Yeah, that's that grenade I was just telling y'all about. You see how it like bounces around, that self-replicating? Look at it, it's all over the place. Dang, that thing does some damage. Alright, it's no, I'm in episode 3. Oh, okay, so you're brand new to it then. Well, enjoy. The first 2 seasons are fantastic. And like I said, I've been hearing bad things about the newest season. Season 3, so hopefully hopefully it's not as bad as I've been seeing, but if it is, hopefully they fix that, because I was really digging the show. All right, I think I'm going to go I'm going to go farm RJ just for a bit and see if I can't get some additional or some better spec'd elemental Acey Mays. Because this gun is just so cool, man. I mean, like, it shoots hearts. Like, hearts come flying out of the barrel when you shoot it. And I have some decent versions of it, but it's still just not very powerful. It's never going to be like, you know, a bod or a Kaoson, but it's just a fun gun to have while you're out mobbing. Definitely not a bossing gun. But like, yeah, I have a shock version. I have an incendiary version. I have a corrosive version. Or is that radiation? I always mix it up. You know, that's corrosive. And then I have a cryo version. And then, of course, I have the most powerful one by far with just kinetic damage. This one here, this Ripper version. Does 8,400 damage per second. These elemental ones don't do as much damage, but they, of course, have the elemental aspect to them, which is great. But I'm hoping I can get some additional... Like, this is only 460 damage per second. You know, 228, 194. So I'm hoping I can get some stronger elemental damage. Or even how even, you know, like this is pistol ammo. If I could find one with SMG ammo, I think it would fire even faster. Plus SMG ammo, you just have the most of it. But that would be great. But I mean, I'm carrying 5 of these things. So let's run RJ here for a minute. Oh, I didn't bat it. Okay. What game will you go to next when you finish Borderlands? Borderlands 1. I actually just bought all the Borderlands games in one big package deal they had on Steam. I have every single game now. So I have Borderlands 1, the pre-sequel, the sequel, Borderlands 2, Borderlands 3, and all the DLC content that comes with all of those games. And I already started Borderlands 1, like just after I bought it, I'm just, you know, just basically making sure everything downloaded, that it installed and worked, and it did, and I played it for about an hour just to kind of test things out. It's definitely, you can definitely tell it's a much older game. The graphics are not nearly as good as Borderlands 4, but they, you know, they improved it to be like 4K or whatever. But, you know, just a lot of the stuff doesn't look nearly as good as Borderlands 4, but it's not why I'm playing it. I'm playing it because, I love the cryo, how they freeze. I'm playing it because I want to learn more about, like, the backstory and the characters and the lore and all that stuff, so... Let's see, ordnance critical hit, ordnance damage, maximum shield capacity. So, yeah, I've plans to go back and work my way through the franchise, just learn about the game more, because yeah, like I've said before on the stream, Borderlands 4 is the first Borderlands game I've ever played. Absolutely fell in love with it, so of course I gotta go back and play the other one. Come on, dude. Where's the legendaries at, bro? Start dropping some stuff, man. Start dropping some stuff. RJ, come on, man. Alright. He's gonna drop something now, right? He sounds so angry. What you gonna drop? What you gonna drop? What you gonna drop? Nothing again! Come on, my dude. Hello, my friend. Do you remember me? Nobody. I don't recognize the username. Have you caught me during a Borderlands stream in the past? Or was it possibly Fortnite? Just curious how far back you've stopped in. Like, was it recently you stopped by? Or further in the past? More recently, it would definitely be Borderlands. Because that's kind of all in Borderlands now. Let's see. Reed said Borderlands 3 was when I got into Borderlands, but I haven't played Borderlands in a while. Oh, okay. So you didn't play the first two? Dude, this is crazy. He hasn't dropped a single legendary yet, man. And the drop rates are plus 5x right now. I usually have really good drop rates with him. Like, almost every time. He either drops the fisheye sniper rifle, the Guardian Angel shield, or an Acey May. He hasn't dropped a single thing right now. And of course, because I'm streaming, he's not going to drop crap. Come on, RJ. So the thing I like about farming RJ, though, is it's just so fast. Like, you can just run right through it so quick. I mean, just bam, jump in. And if you have a ceramic bod, I mean, you can take him out in like a second. Look at this, like he's dead. I mean, it's just like, it's so stupid fast. And then, okay, there we go. There's an Acey May. Okay, and so I gotta pull out my strongest Acey May just so that I can have something I compare to see. Yeah, so like this one's garbage. I grabbed them just to sell them, recoup some of the money that I'm spending as I go through this, and then that way I'm not leaving the legendaries in there, so I know when a new one drops. And actually, let's go shotgun, sniper rifle, and energy shield, because that's what he drops, and then I can go.
Remember,
get rid of that. So nah, Borderlands 3 was the only one that I could afford. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's... so, I'm lucky I found this deal, though, Reed, because you're probably gonna be sick when you hear this. I got, like I said, I got Borderlands 1, the pre-sequel, Borderlands 2, and Borderlands 3, and all the downloadable content and add-ons for all those games on a bundle pack on Steam. It cost me $37. It's 90% off right now. I guess they're having like a holiday sale. $37 for all of that. It was absolutely bananas. I saw it and I was like, yep, buying that. $37, man. It was originally like close to $400 for all the content, for like all that content, but it's 90% off. So I was like, yeah, totally buying that. So now I've got everything. I can start working my way back through. Bro is right, dude. Bro is right. $37, my dude. And it's all on sale right now. Like, everything is like, you can get like Borderlands 2 for like $9.95, like less than $10. So if there's any of the Borderlands games you're interested in, look on Steam. They're having a 90% off sale right now. These self-replicating grenades are just nuts. Look at this. I mean, just every time they touch something, they replicate. Bounce all over the place. All right, come on, RJ. No, buy it. There we go. Give me something. Come on, give me something. Elemental Acey Man. Let me see it. Let me see it. All right, you did. Let me see it. Yeah, let me see it. Let me see it. Oh, come on, dude.
Destroy everything.
Borderlands 3 was like $35 or $35/pounds. Yeah. No, I mean, that sounds about right. Like, Borderlands 4 being the newest one right now is like $60 or $70. Like, and that's on sale because when it first came out, I think it was like $80, something like that. So, I mean, it's I'm sure Borderlands 3 was more expensive than 35 pounds or dollars or whatever, like when it first came out. Gun splash damage, gun critical damage increased by 50%. Oh man. I don't see, like, I wish this one had like a faster fire rate or reload speed or something, because the assault rifle equip speed is just garbage. Like, who cares? But the splash damage being increased by 25%. Vladoff parts gain 20% fire rate, 20% magazine size, and then assault rifle. Like, I don't care. But like these, my favorite weapon of all time is the Kaoson, which is a Vladoff, so I could take advantage of the fire rate, the damage, the critical plus 50% critical damage is nuts. So like this one right here, like this is perfect. So this is the Torg license part, have 25% damage, 100% damage radius. Gun damage is increased by 25%, so another 25%, and then 25% on splash damage and fire rate. But that gun critical damage plus 50% is nuts. I'm thinking about that one. I might have to come back in. May actually grab that. The COV license magazine. What grenades are you using? Carter, I am using, I actually just got this, just recently. It's actually kind of nuts. It's not the strongest grenade, but it's just cool how it does this. I've never seen a grenade that have this before. So this is a legendary attribute called self-replicating. When every like surface that it hits, it replicates a new grenade and bounces off of it. So like it just bounces all over the place, blowing up, and it has 150% cryo efficiency. So it's like crazy strong with cryo. Only 8% cooldown, or 8%, 8-second cooldown, and it's got 4 charges. So it's actually kind of nice. It's not the strongest grenade. It was kind of one of those where I was like, what is self-replicating? I've never seen that. And when I used it, here, I'll throw one. You can see, like, you see it bouncing around. You see it right there? Like, it's just bouncing all over the place, replicating new grenades. You see that? That's kind of cool. And then it just instantly freezes everything, like, nuts. Look at them bouncing around, see? Look, it's cool. If you're in like a tightly packed space, probably not the best thing to use because it does affect you, and I've had it like freeze me before. So like in a big open area like this, it's okay. But if you're in a confined space, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because you can totally freeze yourself too. That 150% cryo is no joke. We'll hit him with one. And of course, I've got the ceramic bod, so I'm just like wrecking him instantly. So I don't need the grenades, but they're fun. Let's see, what heating up, damage reduction, maximum shoot capacity, status. Stop shaking! Oh my gosh. Okay, bro is just not helping me out here with these legendary drop rates. We got 5x drop rates right now, and I'm just not seeing it. Come on, RJ. Show me that elemental bod. Let me see it. Or bod. Acey Mammy. Dude, come on, man. You'll destroy. Come on, RJ. What grenade are you using? ST Nickel Stew. Yeah, let me waste some here and I'll show you. I don't remember the name of it. I can pull it up on the screen though. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, someone on the TikTok was just asking. It's a pretty cool grenade. It's a legendary, and I've never seen this self-replicating legendary attribute before. This is it right here. It's called Concussive Jelly. It is a legendary. It has this self-replicating legendary attribute, which I'll show you what it does. But when any surface that it hits, it replicates and creates another grenade, and then bounces off of that. And if once that hits another surface, it creates another grenade and bounces off of that. And this has 150% cryo. As you can see, it's less than 5,000 damage though, so it's not the strongest grenade. But because it has the 150% cryo, anything that blows up in that like 325, centimeter or cubic meter radius is like really frozen, like really fast. And then it has 8-second cooldown and 4 charges, which is great. So not the strongest grenade, but you know, it's got some attributes that make it kind of nice. So here you go. This is what it does. And then you see how it bounces off of that, and like you see, like it just keeps replicating these grenades, and they just bounce all over the place. So as I was saying earlier, you kind of gotta be careful with this one, because if you're in a tight, small space and you throw it, it's gonna bounce all over the place and freeze you like almost instantly. But it's a fun grenade, and it's a ripper, so like it does the whole like teleporting to wherever you throw it, which I like. And I like the ripper grenades, and I like the Vladoff grenades, because the Vladoff ones, like you can, once you figure out like the arc, and as soon as they land, they explode. Like the Dauntless ones, I think, is the ones where you have to like double tap to explode, or maybe those are the ones that cook for a certain amount of time then explode, or the other ones, maybe Jacobs, I think, is like where it has to hit an enemy before, or it won't explode, or after a certain amount of time it'll explode. I hate those ones. Like I just want it to explode, and I don't want to have to think about like double tapping to make it explode. All right, RJ, come on, give me something here, man. You've been holding out, dude. Give me something. Give me something. There we go. Okay, that's the fisheye. Yeah. I already have like the best. I got a phosphine of this. I've actually gotten the phosphine, AC May, and fisheye from RJ, but the fisheye I have is just like great. It's great. The only thing I wish this had is the Jacobs critical hits. So like ricocheting, it doesn't have that. So if I see this same spec one with Jacobs, then I'm definitely gonna keep that one. But you can see like the damage difference in the one I just picked up. This one does 5,649. This one's 7,841. So massive difference.
You and your wallet are
Yo, I'm gonna keep watching. So I'm gonna leave the stream. I hope you have an. Oh yeah, no worries, Reed. Enjoy. Let me know in the. I think you're in the Discord, right? So let me know what you think of One Punch Man. Like I said, I was really digging the first two seasons. I haven't seen the third yet. RJ, come on, man.
Destroy everything.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, let me know what you think of it. Like I said, I was really digging it.
You'll destroy.
Trust me, I will. Okay, sweet. Cool. Alright. I might have to switch over to Origo and keep farming elemental Kaosons, because RJ is just... His drop rates suck right now. Like, absolutely terrible. Usually I have much better luck with him. Look at this. He's just not dropping anything. Frozen. Splat. Alright. Come on, RJ. Seriously? This is crazy.
You'll destroy.
Wow.
Everything.
You just dropping nothing. Makes me feel like I'm crazy doing this over and over and over again. I'm not dropping anything. Come on, man. Come on, RJ. Come on. Okay. This is bananas. I'm gonna switch to
You'll destroy.
or you know what I'm gonna do first, because there's so much freaking loot here. I'm gonna quit the main menu and come back in to clear out that out, and then we'll try and run him one maybe two more times, see if he's feeling generous. And if not, I'm gonna switch over to Origo, see if he's feeling generous with those Kaosons. All right.
This ends here. No! You can't!
There we go. go.
Destroy.
It's another fisheye though. Oh, look at that. Shotgun everything. Wow. Shotgun splash damage. Shotgun's critical damage is increased by 75%. What? Shotgun splash radius. Shotgun splash damage. See, the great thing about this is because the bod qualifies as everything, all of those specs would apply to this, which is crazy. Shotgun critical damage increased by 75% is nuts. Status effect application chance, elemental damage, damage dealt. Thing's so buggy. It's always coming up empty like that.
If you got the crits,
Right,
Sis got the
sell
meds.
this thing.
Why don't you come on?
AP's feeling generous. Come on, let me see that elemental AC man. Come on. What you got?
You
Nothing.
can't. You'll destroy everything. No, you can't.
Nothing.
You'll destroy everything.
See, like that's what I was talking about. Like the Dauntless grenades. Grenades cook while held and explode after a set duration. Like, how is that helpful? I hate that. I can't stand those grenades. How do you get to this guy? St. Nickel Stew. I will show you right now. So this is RJ. Well, let me ask you this. Have you completed like the main mission yet? Because he's actually as part of the main mission. I think kind of like the very last boss that you complete, that you will face in the main mission. He's right after the timekeeper. So this is RJ. And so you can get to him in the Upper Dominion. So if you go to the map, okay, that's interesting. Oh, you know what? And let me back out of here, and then I can show you the map from here. So this is the Upper Dominion, but so when you're looking at the normal map, so like this, right in the center, whoops, wrong button. Right in the center of the map here. Okay, what? Okay, oh my gosh, I keep clicking the wrong button, my bad. All right, make sure I'm not gonna do that again. Okay, there we go. So right here in the center, what is this? Yeah, Dominion. So right in the very dead center, you have this Upper Dominion. So teleport into that, and then he's in the right-hand side right here. Fast travel station. And if you zoom in, you can see it. It'll show you the little skull thing, RJ. So that's where he's at. And so if you teleport to him, so the reason I'm farming RJ is two reasons. One, he drops the Guardian Angel shield, which in my opinion is the best shield in the game. It comes with all sorts of different specs, but the reason I absolutely love it, I'm not using it right now because the shield that I'm, because when I was playing in the last session, before the stream, I switched to this one because I wanted the additional fire rate and movement speed while I was going against the Big Encore Origo farming Kaosons, because I need rapid fire when I'm shooting him to load him up with a ton of stickies. But the reason I love the Guardian Angel is because let me find which one is my best spec here. Looks like I have two that are almost identical. These ones are essentially identical, but the specs in them are different. So like this one has, let's see, when equipped grants plus 25 shield capacity. When equipped grants plus 65% shield capacity and negative 15 maximum health. This one is, oh wait. These are like literally identical, but with the firmware is different. Oh, and this one's 15% resist to corrosive, and this one's radiation. Other than that, looks like they're the same. But then like this one, plus 20% shield recharge rate. Let's see, those are the only ones I have. Okay, so I guess these are the two I have, or three I have. So the reason that I think this is so great is because look at the how quickly, like how much shield is restored per second. So this one restores 4,498 shield per second, and the charge delay, like in between that, so like when you take damage, after you take damage, the delay in which the shield starts regenerating that is less than 1 second. It's 800 milliseconds. So the 0.8 if you can see this. Here you go. Should be able to read all the specs now if you're on mobile. So 800 milliseconds, and it's basically has already like instantly restored my entire shield. So the reason I'm trying to find additional rolls of this is because I want to find one that comes with like increased movement speed and increased fire rate, which I have seen, but they come with usually with you'll find this with like much lower values. Like how I have 8,333 total shield on this one. That's like the highest I've seen with the Guardian Angel. So I'm hoping I can find one around that same, you know, shield capacity, but with increased movement speed and fire rate. So it's rare. It's definitely rare to find. However, it's got to be out there. So I'll show you why I love this shield though. When we go in here, I'm gonna let RJ summon his rippers, and I'll let them attack me, and I will not even shoot them. I will just stand there, and they will not be able to kill me because this shield will recover so fast. They'll hit me, and then it'll recover. They'll hit me, and it'll recover completely. So just check this out. All right, so I'm gonna let him go ahead and summon his. There he goes. So he just summoned his rippers. All right, they're gonna spawn out of here. Yeah, so like, look at my shield. Look at, you see how quickly it just recovered? But look, yeah, look. I'm just gonna stand here. You see they're hitting me, but watch my shield. Instantly recovered. So they took damage, recovered. Took damage, recovered. Took damage, recovered. It's like they could not kill me if they wanted to. Like they got my shield about halfway down now. About halfway, a little further, but now watch, it's gonna recover, fully recovered. So like they literally could not kill me. They can't. As hard as they might try, they're not gonna be able to, because the shield will just recover so fast.
Boundaries, folks.
So that's why I absolutely love that shield. So that's the first reason I'm farming RJ, is to find an even better spec version of this shield. And then the other reason is my like second or third favorite gun in the game is the Acey May. This thing is just so cool. And you can get it in elemental values. And I have almost all the elements. I think the only thing missing, let's see, I have shock, I have incendiary, I have corrosive, and cryo. The only thing I think I'm missing is radiation. But I'm hoping to find ones with that do more damage with these elemental versions. So this one here that I have equipped does not, it's not elemental, but you can see it does drastically more damage than the other ones. Like this one does 8,400 damage per second, 344 by 14. So like, for example, the shock one does 5,100 DPS, 266 by 14. So drastically different. And this one has a 1.6 reload, and it shoots 2.7 rounds a second. This one's 2.2, 2.2, 2.2, 2.0. So this one's even the slowest, but it has the fastest reload. What builds are you using for Rafa? What skills? It's a bit random, honestly, right now, but I'm heavy on the red tree. So the reason I like the red tree, I have tried the arc knives, and that was pretty cool. I've not even tried the Apophis Lance like even once yet. But I'm all in on the red tree essentially, but I have, I'll just kind of quickly show you the other two because there's only a couple things here. So I've got 3 on handshake deal, so gun damage essentially. Or no, this is actually from my class mod, is where that comes from. So I think I only have 1 on this one, Midnight Oil. And then on the blue, I have 5 on reload speed, and you know, you can just see just a couple sprinkled in here. So like when Rafa throws a grenade, he gains increased action skill cooldown rate, and then 1 down here. Looks like that's all there is on the blue. So increased fire rate, reload speed, a few things there, but primarily the red tree. And the reason is because, for one, I love the Peacebreaker cannons. Just having additional guns shooting at things makes things great. And then also this right here, the Bullet Buddy Deluxe, is so broken against bosses. If you're not familiar, so with what this does is when you press F, as it says right here in the middle, pressing F while Peacebreaker cannons are active causes Rafa's shots to consume no ammo, but causes action skill duration to drain faster. So your action skill drains faster. However, you're not consuming any ammo. So when you're going up against big bosses like big encore vault bosses, right? Like Origo, for example, you can go in with like a Kaoson and activate this and just unload like hundreds of those stickies on him. And then when that action skill like runs out and it reloads, it just ignites all of those and he's done like instantly once it reloads. I'll go show you that here in a minute. So I like that. And then I also like this here, because this makes the lances, the Peacebreaker cannons, instead of shooting like bullets for kinetic damage, it turns them into a shock beam and a corrosion beam. And these things do so much more damage. It's crazy. And so I really like these. So that's where I'm all in on the red tree. And you can kind of see how I've got stuff like all in on the across the top. I wanted all the gun damage I could get, the fire rate, and then shield recharge rate. And then some of these things are just kind of sprinkled in. So that's what my skill tree looks like. And as far as specializations, I don't know if you've gotten into this much yet, but you can kind of see the specialization. So I'm trying to go heavy on Survivor to add additional maximum health and shield, considering the Guardian Angel shield that I was just showing you, which has the crazy fast recovery. It only offers a very small like shield compared to some of the other shields that I have. Like I have a shield that does like 25,000 coverage, but it recovers much slower, like much slower than the Guardian Angel does. So I've been trying to buff the Survivor. I am down to my last 40 points of specializations to be filled out. Oh, okay. Nice. Which will take a long time. Yeah, it does take a little while, but you know, that's just part of the fun of the game. You know, did I just realize I don't have a specialization selected? No, I do. I thought this was an empty space. I was like, wait, how did I not select something there? Okay. So I'm going to just run RJ a couple more times here and see if he's feeling generous with these Acey maze, and then if not, I'll go show you the bullet buddy thing where he doesn't consume any ammo, and we'll go against Origo so I can try to get some elemental Kaosons, because I've already got a bunch of elemental Kaosons, but I'm always looking for better ones. Hey, look at that, he dropped 2. So we have an Acey May and a Guardian Angel, the 2 things I'm looking for. All right, so let's see, is this Acey May any good? Of course it's got to be under. Oh wait, I just picked it up. Okay. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So like this one says when energy shields are empty, grants plus 20% movement speed. So like this one has some additional movement speed to it. And then when damaged, 15% chance to spawn a shield booster that refills up to 18% of shield capacity. That's great. But notice the specs on this one, right? It's literally like half the amount of shield, 4,489 shield coverage. And the recovery on this one is actually a good bit slower. So 3,806 per second versus the one I have, which is 4,497. So let's see, Phantom Gaming, I added you on Borderlands 4. Oh yeah, I believe. Are you talking about like tonight? Or have you already in the past? I think maybe you were already connected. Let's see, I got one every time I kill an enemy, it sends out 3 homing missiles. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you for following, St. Nicholas. I appreciate that. And Darth Angel, thank you for following as well on TikTok. Let's see. So I'm gonna grab this just so I can sell it. Recoup some of this money from doing these encores, and then I'm gonna go to do Origo. Okay, so let's. Ooh. Hold up. Wait a minute. Is that one better than the standard like kinetic one that I already have? Or is it identical? Okay, wait. This one, you know what, the easiest way to see this is to do this. I'm just gonna drop the other one so I can just side by side them. Because this one looks kind of nasty. Let's see. This. Oh. It's like literally exact same specs. The only difference is that one uses assault rifle ammo. The one that I have now uses pistol ammo, and I think I would rather have the pistol ammo because I think it's going to shoot faster. Let's put it to the test. Let's see. So we're going to go pistol mode, and then this is a ripper, so I have to hold it in. Let's see how quick this one shoots. Like wicked fast, right? And then so if I go and I switch this one out to the assault rifle ammo, I'm sure this is going to shoot slower. Yeah, it's still pretty quick, but you can tell it's not nearly as fast as the pistol ammo. It's nice with the assault rifle ammo because I can carry like a good bit more of assault rifle ammo than pistol, I believe. But this one's not as fast. That's clearly not as fast as this one. Yeah, it's not even close. I might hang on to that one for now, just in case. Let's see, what do I get up to with pistol ammo? Oops, yeah, so pistol ammo, I'm only up to 888 bullets, but like, with the assault rifle ammo, this one is 1248, so like a lot more. All right, let's go over to Origo and see if he's feeling generous. Love me the Kaoson. All right, and here we go. I'm just gonna speed run this through these islands where all the dudes are, just so I can get down to Origo. Yeah, I don't remember where this. Oh, there it is.
You're fast, but my gun's faster.
There it is.
No pause! Let's introduce ourselves.
I think this is the last one, then we'll be at Origo. This one's right here, right in front of us.
Got us some artificial infantry to deal with.
Actually hit a couple of them. Little Money Shane follow, thank you for following. All right, so we're gonna do big encore. Y'all, so this is the gun that I'm gonna be farming Origo. So if you're not aware, it's the Kaoson. If you are aware, then you know this thing comes in all sorts of different specs. And I have this one here, which is a pretty decent spec version of it. So it's got the 4% explosion damage with the stickies, and it has the shock elemental damage. And I'm telling you, when I tell you this thing absolutely wrecks Big Encore or Origo. Now I am UVH1 right now. I have up to UVH5, but I like playing on UVH1 just because it makes farming so much easier. But this thing will absolutely do some big time damage with these 4% stickies, and then the shock damage. Also have the incendiary version, which is 3%. So I'd love to see a 4% drop on this one, maybe with some additional damage. So we're gonna run this thing here, and I'll show y'all what this thing will do. And in fact, let me change out a few things because my firmware is just ridiculous right now with all these different individual things. Oh, well, thank you. Yo, good luck on the grind tonight. Just stopping by and dropping a follow. Appreciate that. Thank you for following, and thank you for the likes. Thank you. So let me do a couple things here. Let's see. I want to switch out. Let's see, gun damage, elemental damage, reload speed. I might just hang on to that one. Gun damage, movement speed, submachine gun damage. That's going to be nice. Movement speed. Reload speed, gun damage, elemental. That one's good. This one's good. Let's see. Do I have a Vladov one, right? Like SMG damage increased by 38%, fire rate by 20%, gun splash damage. I think that's probably the one I want. But the torque one is good too, because this also applies. Gun damage, gun fire rate. Let's try this one. Actually, no, that one doesn't even have firmware on it. Never mind. Have one. Firmware. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just roll with this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna use the grenades. I'm gonna switch to this so I can double up the Deadeye and get the critical hit damage plus 25%. And in fact, I'm not gonna even need this. So let's do... I think I have one that increases fire rate on use. Or am I crazy? Or is that the one I have? No. On use, on use, on use. Movement speed. Okay, well, maybe I got rid of it. Oh well. Okay, let's just go with this so I can get the triple Deadeye going. Maximum damage. Okay, here we go. Yeah, watch this Chaos and just absolutely wreck him. Whoops. I didn't do that. Oh well. Okay, do that. There we go.
Best spot where you're looking. Target saturated.
Got him. Nothing. Dude, what is with my drop rates tonight? It's crazy. Submachine gun damage status effect. Action skill cooldown. Let's see. Hey, I got the fully loaded Slippy grenade ordnance from the Shadow Pelt. Nice. Yeah, that is that the fully loaded Slippy? I'm pretty sure I have that one in my bank. Maybe a couple versions of that. Is that the one that's like the fish that does like was it like melee damage? Like big time melee damage? It's like it bounces up and down. I'm trying to remember which one that was. I felt like this thing shot really slow. Oh, you know why? It's because, as I was saying earlier, I like using this shield against Origo because it gives me plus 25% fire rate. That's why. Yes, okay, that is the one. All right, cool. Yeah, that thing, it's pretty strong. There we go. That's the fire rate I was looking for. And we're gonna get some crits on those spikes. And yeah, this fire rate's way better. That's what I was looking for. I knew it felt like it was slow last time. Load them up with those stickies, and now we just melt them. We're done. What you got for me? And there is a cave. No, there's not. I thought it was. It's not. Come on, dude. See what we can get. Y'all have any decent Kaosons? These like I said, these elemental versions are kind of the ones I'm trying to farm right now. So I have Shock, I have Incendiary. I also have, see, I've got a few. I have Corrosive. Yeah, I've got another Shock version, which shoots crazy fast, 9.5 rounds a second, but it only does 2% explosion damage versus the one I have equipped now, which does 7.9 rounds a second, so a good bit slower, but it does 4% on the, so like twice the explosion damage, so it's just, it definitely does more damage. Even though the specs don't show it, it absolutely does. That compounding effect of the 4% versus 2 is just way more damage. Oh, come on. There we go. Missed it. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, this is the bullet buddy thing. You can see how I'm just shooting endlessly. So like, I'm not using any ammo for a duration, and then I can just load him up with just hundreds of those stickies and just let him, watch him melt. Yeah, see, he's dead. So that's why I like the red tree for Rafa, and specifically the Bullet Buddy Deluxe. Gun damage, maximum health capacity, ordnance. Alright, nothing. Oh, drop rates tonight are just terrible. Last few days I've been farming like off stream and getting much better drop rates. My iridium, I'm burning through iridium too. I only have 8,700 left. Call dropped weapons, not just legendary, just because they green don't mean they trash. Oh no, David, 100%. First of all, thank you for following, David. You are absolutely right. And in fact, I have a post on my well, you're on TikTok, so if you go to my profile, I think it's like one of my most viewed posts in a while, where I'm talking about use this weapon, because I think it says like the caption on it is something like the best gun nobody's using, and it's a purple, and it's the fragging painter, but it has this ability. The one that I found has an ability to, it's like an overcharge. In fact, I think I still have it equipped. Maybe I put it in the bank. I don't remember. Let me see if I still have it here. I think I might have put, yeah, I put it in the bank, so it's not here. It has the overcharge ability, and it doubles the fire rate and how many rounds fire. So like the normal fire, it does like burst fire, and it shoots 3 rounds per burst, and then it shoots like 4 or 5 bursts or something like that. Whereas when you do overcharge, it shoots 6 rounds per burst, and I mean it's like twice as fast. So when you compare it, when you bundle or like, you know, put that together with Rafa's Bullet Buddy Deluxe, where he shoots indefinitely, he's not using ammo for a while, that thing absolutely just wrecks. Kyle Frost, Borderlands 3 is better. Hey, everybody's got their opinion. That's cool. I have never actually played Borderlands 3. However, because I got so into Borderlands 4, which I should clarify is the first Borderlands game that I've ever played. So because I'm so into this game, I was like, you know, I have to go back and play the other ones. And everyone that comes by the stream and tells me, you know, you absolutely have to go back and play the other games as well. Like, you're missing so much of the kind of the franchise, right? And so I actually just bought all the existing games and all the downloadable content in one big package on Steam that was 90% off. I got all of it. Borderlands 1, the pre-sequel, Borderlands 2, Borderlands 3, and all of the DLC content for $37. $37. That was bananas. I saw it and I was like, yes, I have to buy this. So now I have all the games. I already installed Borderlands 1 and spent about an hour starting to go through it so I can get caught up on the franchise. Let's see, I hear you. So many configurations being produced by these games. That's why I love Borderlands. Yeah, dude, exactly, David. It's always like a treasure hunt. It literally is. Every time I load this game up, it's just a treasure hunt. Sometimes I'm farming. Jack Sparrow, by the way, is asking in Twitch, am I farming Origo? Yes, I'm farming Origo again. I was just farming RJ earlier for more of the elemental Acey maze here. So these things are just nasty. I just think it's such a cool gun. It's let's see, this one here. So I have a shock one, an incendiary, corrosion, and cryo. And I mean, it's just such a cool gun, you know, like it shoots hearts. Like you shoot this thing and there's like hearts flying out of it. But it does such damage. And as you can see, I've pulled a phosphine of it too. That's proper. Hunter Presley. Hey, thank you for following, Hunter. Appreciate that. David, excellent. Hells yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, dude, for real. When I saw the deal, it like all the Borderlands content that I missed, everything from Borderlands 1 all the way through 3 and all the DLC and add-ons and everything, for $37, I was like, I'm buying that, because it was 90% off, whereas the original price was like almost $400. Oh yeah, I owe you Guardian Angel shields. I have a bunch. Oh sweet, Jack. So Jack, the best one that I have found as far as like shield coverage right now is this one. I have like 2 variants of it, which are almost identical. The only difference is what they're somewhat resistant to and the firmware. So this one has firmware, the God Killer firmware, and it's plus 15% resistant to corrosion. Or is that that's radiation? Sorry, radiation. And then this one is 15% resistant to corrosion, and it has Deadeye. But other than that, they're identical. And it has 8,333 shield coverage with the recovery of 4,497 a second and 800 milliseconds like delay. And then I have this one, which is a little less, 7,161. This one has a fair amount more shield recovery per second, so 4,738 versus 4,497. And then this one, when equipped, grants 20% shield recharge rate. Oh, well, that's where the extra 20% comes from. And then, of course, it has Atlas EX firmware. Always looking for something better. I would love to be able to get one that has more like increased movement speed by at least like maybe 20%, and then like maybe 20% fire rate. Like if I could find that with at least like these values here, oh my gosh, that would be my shield. That would be the one. Let's see, Ben the Beano, what game is this? This is Borderlands 4. So are you familiar with any of the Borderlands games? This is the fourth one. Let's see, I know I just wrecked Origo just a second ago, and I know he dropped something. And don't see, unless it was just this. I think it was probably just that. All right, let's run them again. I'll send you pics of mine. You can affix any firmware. Yeah, totally. Yeah, and that's what I've done typically is I'll look for just like I'll hunt for the firmware I want to add to like the thing that I already have. And that, you know, when you, in that case, you'll find the firmware on things like common, uncommon, you know, stuff like that. And so once I find the firmware on another, you know, thing of the like energy shield that I want, then I'll hang on to it, take it to the firmware transfer station. I've done that a few times. Yeah, as I was saying before about the gosh, I can't even think what they're called now. The things shooting over my shoulders. So you can see how they're like a corrosion and a shock beam. That is because this here. So what are these things? The Peacebreaker cannons. I always forget what they're called. So the Peacebreaker cannons. So this tree here is what I really wanted. I wanted this capstone here because this turns them into shock and corrosion beams, which do a lot more damage than just like the kinetic or like bullet damage that they have by default. It's out there. Keep hunting. Yeah, dude. It is out there. And that's what we were saying though. Like that's what you were saying. That's what's so great about the game, right? Like it's just a gold mine. It's a treasure hunt. It's literally a treasure hunt. That's what makes it fun. And then another thing about the red tree that I wanted with Rafa is this right here, the Bullet Buddy Deluxe, where I can just shoot indefinitely. It doesn't use any ammo for a certain amount of time. Because then I can just load up big bosses with hundreds of stickies and just melt them. Hey, there's one. There's a Kaoson. Let's see what we got. Anything good? Nah. I mean, it's not bad, but it's no, doesn't have any elemental damage. It does shoot 9.5 per second, which is the fastest fire rate I've seen. 3% on the stickies. So that's not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. I'm just looking for the elementals though right now. I already have one that I think does the 9.5 with the 4%, which is like basically the best you can get without having the elemental damage component to it. T-Bone, you love the build. Could I see the red tree again? Yeah, T-Bone. Yeah, for sure. This is the red tree. Let's see. I believe you can't see the whole thing, but you're not missing anything on the right. I'm trying to look at my monitoring screen from what you can see on mobile, and you're not missing anything. Over here on the right-hand side, this side, I don't have anything selected. So everything on the red tree is like down the middle. So you're seeing everything that I have selected there. Let me know if you want to see the others. But the others I don't have a whole lot in. In the green tree, I think I have maybe one point selected in there. In the blue, there's maybe a total of 10, something like that. Let's see. Did you do the Goradello event today? I have not done the Goradello today. I've done it a few times in the past. Was there something different today? But I may have to stop by there. But I have not done it today. On Orgo, if you get Watts for dinner with Siphon or Amp or both, one of the better shields in the game for several builds. Oh, yeah. So I've seen Watts for dinner drop a ton of times. I typically don't even really consider that one, but now that you mention it with the, let's see, with Siphon or Amp, so I'll have to look for those. If I see those, I'll grab those. Can I see the others? Yes, Skylar, yeah, so that's my red tree. I have, this is the green tree. Like I said, the only thing I have in here is from my class mod. So my class mod is adding this, and this, so a few things. Gun damage, deals bonus damage with skills and ordinances, the sustainable energy, and Mpuje, how the heck you say that, gains increased action skill duration. So that's from class mod. The only thing that I've applied is this here, 1-2 action skills, deal bonus corrosion damage per stack of midnight oil, and then you can see he collects those, like stacks them. And then blue, I do have a few here. And again, on mobile, it's kind of cut off, but the only one I have down here that's slightly cut off on mobile is I think you say it Jack. I think it's how it's pronounced. So there's just one on that, but you can see, I'll leave it here for a second. That's my blue tree. I haven't did it yet, about to now. Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I've done the Goradello a few times. And that's the thing where like, you do like there's different rounds, right? If I'm remembering it right. You'll have like, you'll be up against rippers, and then it'll give you challenges like get a certain number of critical hit shots or deaths with critical hits, or melee, right? Like you have to get certain number of eliminations using melee, things like that. It's fun. Fun for sure. All right, everybody good on the blue tree? That's what I have. And then of course I have the Peacebreaker cannons selected. I know it's kind of cut off here on the side. But I have, as far as like what skills I have enabled, I have the Peacebreaker cannons. Let me just go back to the red tree. You can see it. So I have Peacebreaker cannons selected as my main like action skill. And then I have Bullet Buddy Deluxe so that I can get the endless shooting without consuming any ammo. So like once you activate the action skill, you press F and you don't consume any ammo for a certain amount of time, which looks like it's 8 seconds. And then the capstone that I wanted turns the Peacebreaker cannons into a shock beam and a corrosion beam, which do way more damage. That's what I've got set up. And then of course specializations, going heavy on Survivor, just simply because I wanted to pair that with the Guardian Angel shield, which usually doesn't come with a lot of shield right off the bat, but the shield recovery on that is way faster than any other shield. So it's like you take damage and then bam, it's like instantly fully recovered. So I had to go heavy on Survivor. All right, let's see if Origo is gonna hook me up with some elemental Kaosons. Come on. I need to get 4% with incendiary or possibly a corrosion. I have not gotten a corrosion elemental Kaoson yet. And you see, like, this is that Bullet Buddy Deluxe. I can just stand there and shoot just endlessly for 8 seconds and load him up with hundreds of stickies, and then he's just done. Hey, let's see. There's one. There's one. All right, let's see. What do we get? What do we get? Nah, that was only 2%. No elements. Let's see. Do we get a Watts for dinner? No, that's the one I already saw with 3%. I think I swore there was another. Oh, right there it is. Oh, that's the Forge Knight class mod. So I don't think he's dropped any Watts for dinner yet. Let's see, I don't think that's one. Nope. Is that? Nope. That's not one. There it is. Watts for dinner. Okay, so you were saying, oh, well, right there's Amp. Right there's Amp. Doesn't have great coverage as far as shield coverage. See, when energy shield is active, enemies have a 12% chance to drop an overshield when hit. Oh, that's nice. When overshield is also active, grants plus 25% shock damage. Amp, when energy shields are full, shots drain 20% of those shields for 50% gun damage. Oh, wow, that's kind of crazy. I might have to actually try that. Spike. Wait, were you saying you got Amp? Nice. Why not pick up the ones you're not looking for and sell them just to clear the area? Yeah, Zach, I probably should start doing that, because I will literally like just keep running this to the point where there's like thousands of weapons all over, and it does get too much. But also selling them does actually recoup some of the costs of doing this. I just tend to get so like just in the focus of just like trying to do this as quick as I can. I don't take the time to do it. And then what I'll do is I'll just quit the main menu, come back in, and it puts me right where I was, and I can just keep going without all the weapons. Let's see, Zach Davenport, I say the same thing. Yeah, so is that like what y'all do? So, Zach, thank you for following, I appreciate that. So is that like what y'all do? You pick them up and sell them just to kind of clear the area? I haven't done it. I should probably start doing that. I will at other places, but for whatever reason, when I do the vault bosses, I typically don't. I'll just leave everything there. Let's see. So this, I think someone was telling me if I find a what's for every single time. Yeah. If they are worth it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's probably a lot of like really high value purples that he's dropping here. I could probably sell those and recoup some of this money. But like I'm also using iridium here, so that doesn't really help. So that's not a big deal. Let's see. I do that sometimes. It depends on the boss. Yeah, exactly. Hunter. That's what I'm saying is, if I'm doing the bosses where I'm paying with money, like I was doing RJ earlier, so that's not a big encore. So I'm using like the actual like money value, not iridium. I will typically do it there just to kind of recoup some of the money value. And when I'm farming RJ, it's like I can farm him so fast. That area fills with loot so quickly. So it does help keep it from building up crazy fast when I'm farming him. I just, for whatever reason with Orgo and some of these other vault bosses, like the big bosses, I typically don't. I just haven't done it. I actually want to try this shield now because I'm going to lose a dead eye on this one, but that's okay. It's not a big deal, I guess. But I want to try and see what this amp does. So it says when energy shields are full, shots drain 20% of those shields for plus 50% gun damage. That's a lot of additional gun damage, but I'm curious how quickly my shield is going to drain. Let's see. Holy crap, that drains fast. Oh, wow. Okay. That might not be great, but let's see how high it goes. Amp can roll up to it can roll up to 150? Okay, I got to look for that. So you're saying I can get up to 150% gun damage? Wow. Okay, if that's the case, then I absolutely have got to look for that. Let's see. Okay, this might actually work. I'm gonna try it with the plus 50% and see what that looks like. And then if I can find a better version. Are you still using the Gravistar keyboard? Blueberry, first of all, thank you for stopping by and asking the question. Let's see, boat stack Mike, highly recommend amp. Yeah, y'all, for some reason I have seen that amp in the past on the Watts for dinner here when I'm farming Orgo, and I've always just been like, no, I don't want to drain my shield for additional gun damage. But the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, why would I not do that when I'm farming a big boss where I know he's not going to even damage me because I'm wrecking him so fast? Having that additional damage is crazy. Like, totally. I've seen some Jacob's shields that amp up to 200%. What? Okay, yeah, I definitely need to look for that. So Blueberry on YouTube is asking, are you still using the Gravistar keyboard? 1 second. Knocking over my lightsaber. So to answer your question, here is the keyboard. So no, I am not using it. I love this keyboard. This is probably some of the best, like most professional hardware I have ever had when it like this thing is not light. It has got weight to it. All of the like where it's got these little pegs that fold out. It feels so sturdy. The typing on it is absolutely wonderful. Hope your day going great, man. Oh, my day is going great. Thank you. I hope your day is going great as well. The reason that I had to stop using it, and the reason I also have the mouse sitting over here, but I'm not using it anymore. The reason that I had to stop using the Gravistar, is the software. It is just so terrible. What's that 60% keys? David Miller. So yeah, this is the if this is the one you're talking about, this is the Gravistar V75 Pro, I think is what this thing was called. I thought it would say it on it. I'm pretty positive this is the... Yes, it's the Gravistar V75 Pro. It is not wireless, it is wired. And it has these configurations in the back for Windows or Mac, so you can like set it up for Windows or Mac. Absolutely incredible hardware. Like absolutely love this thing, and it's like probably the coolest looking thing I've ever used. But it's got these little things that fold out on the sides. So I mean, it just looks like it's from another planet. Like it's insane. It looks like alien technology. Absolutely love the hardware, but the software, y'all. I'm gonna do a follow-up review to just give my 10-month or however long I've had this thing review on this, and just rave about how awesome the hardware is, but how much they have to fix the software. Should I avoid the software? Well, I don't think you can avoid it. So if you want to be able to configure anything on it, you have to have you have to use the software. Beast Mode 339, thank you for following. I appreciate that. So you have to have the software if you want to be able to configure anything. And these are highly configurable. Like these are like the magnetic keys or whatever. Not magnetic. I forget the name of it. But like they're incredibly sensitive from like 0.001 all the way up through whatever the selections are. So like you can set up the actuation points, and they have the rapid trigger technology. I'm telling you, I absolutely love the hardware, but the software to be able to configure the keyboard, it's a website, a web-based configuration utility that is fairly buggy, and it's just not great. It's actually very poor, in fact. So first of all, you have to use a website for the configuration of the keyboard, and in order to be able to configure your mouse, which is again from the same company, same exact company sells these things. I mean, they even look almost identical with the same, like, they come as a set basically. But to be able to configure your mouse, it's a downloadable application that you install. So they're two totally different things, right? So like, first of all, right there, I was like, that's weird. Like, why do I have to download software to configure my mouse, but then I use a website for the keyboard? Additionally, when you want to do a firmware update on like your keyboard, for example, so they have a firmware update. They don't update the firmware very often, but when I installed it, there was a firmware update. The first time I ran it, no problem. It updated perfectly fine. I ran it again in the future to see if there was a new firmware update. It literally bricked this thing. It bricked it. I could not do a single thing. The only way I was able to recover the keyboard was by actually plugging it into my separate laptop, which is over here on the side, and then running the firmware update again from a separate computer, because I tried unplugging it, plugging it back in, trying the different mode switches on the back here, everything I could find online, nothing worked. It was 100% bricked. I could not use it. It would not turn on. Finally, I was able to fix it by plugging it into a separate computer. So if you don't have a separate computer and you run into that like bricking issue that I had, which is, by the way, is fairly common, join their Discord and you will see many other people saying, hey, my keyboard's bricked. I tried to run the firmware update. Like, it won't turn on now. So yeah, dude, yes, that is absolutely a thing. They need to fix that. Yes, they do. And so that's why I'm saying they absolutely have to invest more in their software. It just seems like they're investing everything in their hardware, which is incredible. Absolutely love it. But the software is terrible. Hey, you say CPU intensive? Stick with my... Yeah, no, David, definitely stick with the Logitech. In fact, that's what I'm using right here. The ultralight mouse, and I use a SteelSeries keyboard. So these two are absolutely fantastic. The software I download onto my machine, and here's another thing, Blueberry. Here's another thing. So you can set up different configurations with the Gravistar keyboard, right? However, there's no way to switch between those configurations on your computer, like just with a key command, for example, because it's all done through that website that I was telling you before. So if you set up like a desktop configuration where maybe you're not highlighting your gaming keys, or WASD space shift 1 2 3 4 things like that. Like I like to light those up differently for my gaming configurations. Plus I set up rapid trigger and things like that for my gaming configuration. But I had to leave those on all the time because I didn't want to pull up the website and click a button on the website to change to a desktop configuration just to change that. However, with the Steel series, I have a key command. All I do is I hold Alt and I press either 1 for the first configuration or Alt 2, and it instantly changes the configuration because the software is running on my machine versus a website. So again, they have to fix the software. Yes, David, it is very bizarre. It's very bizarre. I don't know why they are investing just all in on the hardware, again, which is incredible. The software is garbage. They have to fix the software. If they fix the software to where I can do like the command key, like Alt 1, Alt 2, like I can with my Steel series, and I can have all the software running right here on my machine, I would absolutely switch back in a heartbeat. I love that hardware. It's so fun to play on. Alex, hi, how's it going? Yeah. So that's the Gravistar stuff. That's my like quick review on my Gravistar keyboard and mouse. So Blueberry, I hope that is helpful for you. But again, I love the hardware, highly recommend the hardware, but the software is just, it's sort of a deal breaker at this point. I had to stop using it because of the software. What you got for me? Nothing. Come on. Now I gotta look for the watts for dinner with the like 150% or maybe even 200% amp. Y'all got me excited now. Now I got a new treasure to hunt for. I love farming him for the elemental Kaosons like I'm using here, the shock one, but I typically have avoided the watts for dinner. But now that I'm actually reading the specs of that amp, I'm like, wow, I don't know why I haven't considered this before. Yeah, man, I'm gonna just avoid this dumb software. I spent over $200 on this keyboard. I love the design and everything. All RGB lighting. I wish I could access the software though, but risky. Yeah, 100%. 100%, dude. Yeah, if you can just use it without having to deal with that software stuff, I would absolutely do that. Because the software, they gotta do something with that software. It's terrible. Oh, I didn't even realize this shield drops over shield stuff. That's cool. Yo, did you just give me like 6 legendaries? I just saw a ton of them falling out. Okay, let's see. Anything? What's this? Watts for dinner. Overshield booster on kill. 10% chance to spawn overshield that grants, yeah, reflect when shield is active. 30%. Okay, so no amp on that one. I'm gonna pass on that one. I think I already saw that. Yeah, I saw that one. Okay, so I'm gonna pass on that one. This was helpful, man. Thanks for helping me out and responding. I hope you have a good stream and the rest of your night. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad that was helpful. Yeah, Expert, pretty sure watts stops at 150. Okay. There are other amp items in the game that 200, but they're for the first shot only. Oh, interesting. Oh, the first shot. Okay, okay. I see what you're saying. So like the first bullet out of the gun is 200%. I think I've seen that actually. That does ring a bell. But God, I wish I could find a 150 amp though. That's 100% more than what I have right now, which is big time. And it's not, so like this 20%, like it's not draining a ton of my shield. Like I thought it was just going to continuously drain and it doesn't. So that's actually kind of cool. Pretty good. Oh, we got a Kaoson. Let's see. Did we get an elemental? And we didn't. It's plus 4%. Slower fire rate. Well, not slower than what I have, but than the 9.5. So I'm gonna skip that one. I already have a better one that's a non-elemental. God, I feel so slow now. I changed out that shield. That super soldier shield that I have gives me like plus 25% movement speed and fire rate. And I feel it every time I change it. It just, I feel so slow. So terribly slow. Alright, let's see. Is he gonna give me a better spec Watts for dinner this time? The shield's actually kind of nice. It keeps giving me that overshield. I like it. Yeah, you like the movement speed too. Yeah, dude, for real. Jack, so that's why like I typically like this shield here. Yeah, with my Deadeye. This one here. So this, I know this is probably kind of cut off on mobile. Let's see if there we go. So this is like my favorite shield currently, for big bossing like I'm doing right now, because it gives me the 25% fire rate, additional 25% fire rate, additional 25% movement speed, and then of course regens 1 ammo a second, which I don't really care that much about. But then when energy shields are full, it grants an additional 20% movement speed. So it's like 45% movement speed by this one shield, which is insanely noticeable. Like, official, hey, how's it going? How is the Gravistar keyboard and do you recommend it? Oh, hey, I actually just had another user stop in and ask me about this, so I wish you would have caught it then. The short story is the hardware is absolutely incredible. I love it. However, I've stopped using it and gone back to my Logitech mouse and my SteelSeries keyboard because of the software. The software is total garbage. I absolutely hate it. So you have to actually use two different things to configure things. So if you have a keyboard and you have one of their mice right here, so I have one of the mice as well. So if you get like a set where you have the keyboard and the mouse, you're using two different software to configure them. The mouse software is you download it on your machine, and then to configure the keyboard, it's a website. It's a web-based configuration. There is no way to do things like quick switching through different configurations. So like if you want a desktop configuration and then a gaming configuration, you can't do it. Like you have to open up a website and click buttons there to get it to change things. And then there's the way that it stores things is just weird. And I've actually had their firmware update software brick it before. And the only way I was able to fix it is to move the keyboard to another computer. So if you don't have a separate computer, you'd have been screwed basically. My boy Blueberry has it. Oh, nice. Yeah, so I love the hardware. The hardware is the best of any hardware that I've ever played on. Absolutely love the hardware. They have to fix the software. They have to. If they fix the software, I would go back to the keyboard and mouse in a second. But I can't because the software is just so bad right now. So that's my quick review. Hopefully that's helpful. Yeah, the hardware is good. The software is bad. Yes, exactly. Yep. Let's see, war paint plus super soldier would go bananas. Yeah, Zach, exactly. So the super soldier, man, is like 45% movement speed. If there's something else, like a class mod or like an enhancement or something that gives you additional movement speed, yeah, you're like, you got the zoomies. Be flying around. I kind of like this shield, man. It keeps giving me all that overshield, and then the additional gun damage is great. Okay, there's a Kaoson. Let's see what we got. Elemental. Yes, we got cryo, but it's only, let's see, 3%. Let's see, is that better than the cryo that I have, though? That's the question. Is it better than the cryo that... No, it's not. I have 4%. This cryo is 4%, so... Not gonna switch, but that's not a bad one. So do you recommend wooding or Gravistar? I don't know what wooding is. I honestly don't know what wooding is. So me personally, I would not recommend Gravistar simply because of the software. They have to do something different and fix that software situation. If they fix the software, I would absolutely 100% go all in on Gravistar and highly recommend them because like I said, the hardware is incredible. Currently, if I was to recommend a keyboard, I would say the Steel series. Like I absolutely love this thing as well. It's great. I don't remember what model this is, but if you look on their website, they only have just a couple models, I think. And then if it's for a mouse, the Logitech Ultralight is fantastic. But I'm gonna switch back. Oh wait, I already did switch. Okay, that's why I felt faster. So yeah, this Super Soldier is great. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I have something else that gives me, yeah, this one right here. So I have this one that gives me another plus 20% movement speed. So you do something like this, and then, yeah, you see it's just like, he's got the zoom. He's like, look at him go. He's just like zipping around. And then there's rep kits as well. I think I have a rep kit. Actually, I know I have a rep kit where on use it gives me like an additional 40% movement speed. Like that would be insane. Unless I got rid of it. Right there. On use grants increased movement speed by 40% for 20 seconds. Okay, now I have to try this. I'm gonna be literally just like flying around. Sonic the Hedgehog. I have war paint that's plus 30 on use, plus another 40 on use. Yeah, Zach, so that's I don't know if that's the one that I have here. This is the standard Augmenter AF1000 rep kit, which as you can see has speed. So on use grants increased movement speed of 40%, which is crazy. So I have an increase of 45% with this. So I have 25% from power play. And then Vagabond, which gives me when energy shields are full, grants plus 20% movement speed. So 45% from that. Another 20% from Augmented Mercenario. And then on use here, an additional 40%. So I'm literally going to be just like zooming. So we do this. Dude, look at look at how fast that is. I mean, that's just bananas. And then if I activate my action skill, look how fast he is. Oh crap, I was not ready for that. Dude, that's insane how fast this is. Look at look at the gun move. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Rafa got the zoomies, man. That's hilarious. That is fast. I don't need all that speed for farming Origo though. That's ridiculous. Let's see. I think I was using this because I want the Deadeye. I want to keep that for the firing rate. And then I want gun damage, elemental damage. We'll do that. Oh man, that's bananas. Yeah, the Apex Pro Mini and TKL is one of the best. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Jack, no worries, man. I'll check them out in just a minute. I saw the notification come through from Discord. I gotta find another Watts for dinner now that gives me more, a higher amp percentage. Oh yeah, no worries. Oh, I gotta do that. No! I said that! Now he's gonna wreck me because it took too long to activate it. Yeah, see, there we go. Alright. Oh no! No! Oh, I caught it! Oh my gosh. Where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna die. No! Catch it! Oh my gosh. Woo! That was way too close. Oh my gosh. Almost ran straight off of the off of the edge. Okay, so I don't think he gave me anything else. God, it's like so fast. Forge Knight. Appreciate you telling me and will thank my friend for letting me know about your very nice. Oh, cool, man. No worries. I'm glad I could help. I'm literally going to farm a super soldier now. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's great. I love the additional fire rate and the speed that I get, and I know there's all kinds of different rolls you can get with it. But the one I have has like a 45% movement speed. It's crazy. All right. Come on, Orgo. Give me something good here. Hey, we got a Kaoson. Ooh, incendiary. Hang on. Hang on. Is that... Okay, no. I think the one I have is probably better. Let's see, 521. Yeah, the one I have is better. Always love seeing the elemental stuff dropping, though. That's what I'm looking for. See, I don't think he gave me a what's for dinner on that one. It's all... Oh, right there. Oh, no, that's the one. That one already dropped. Okay. We keep farming. Kaoson, why not bod? So I have a sticky bod, and honestly, it's just fun. I like the Kaoson, it's just fun. But I have this sticky bod that I'll show you. Like when I switch this one, it's bananas how honestly overpowered this gun is. It's just stupid overpowered. And by the specs, like you look at the specs on this, and you're like, the Kaoson looks like it does more damage, like 4,011 damage per second. This one 3,723, but it's not even close. Like, not even close. This one is just, it's just insta kill. Like where with the Kaoson you see his health kind of dropping fairly quick. This one is just bam, he's dead. So we'll hit him with the bod here, and I'll show you what I mean. But yeah, I do the Kaoson every once in a while just because it's fun. And he's dead. It's just wicked fast. Oh, and it killed him so fast he glitched. He just like it just dropped everything straight down. Yeah, that's the only reason, just to mix it up. No doubt about it, the bod absolutely wrecks them faster than the Kaoson, but it's just fun to use other guns every once in a while. And this one is it does the shock elemental damage. So that he let's see this one here. So it does not a ton, but 791 damage a second, 8% chance of shock. And because Orgo is like all shield, shock is very strong against shield, so this works pretty well. It melts them pretty good. And this is it's got the 4% explosion damage. Or sticky. So we just activate the Bullet Buddy Deluxe and just kind of unload on him here for a little bit. Put a few hundred of them on him. And then once I reload, bam, you just see what I mean? It's not quite as quick as the bod, but it's still pretty fast. Hey, there's another one. Let's see, is that elemental? No, it's not. This one does some pretty serious damage though. 716. That's some pretty high damage output on that one. 3% stickies, that's not bad. I still have better ones than that in the bank, so I'm not looking for just explosion damage. I'm really interested in the elemental damage. See if we can get a better watts for dinner on this one. Come on. Come on, Orgo. Let me see that 150 amp. Let me see that 150 amp. Come on, Orgo. Oh. Alright, let me see it. Let me see it, Orgo. Come on. No, that's a class mod. Avatar. Come on, Orgo. Now y'all got me excited about getting plus 150% gun damage. I can't believe I overlooked that. Got for me. Hey, that's is that's one. Oh, come on with the class mods. It's not even my class. Come on, dude. Hey, what's going on? Cam the mans. What's up, Cam the mans? You play Borderlands? I'm out here trying to farm elemental Kaosons and some watts for dinner. I typically have not even considered the watts for dinner, but some folks earlier on the stream were telling me about AMP and how you can get up to plus 150% gun damage if you get the right roll. And I found one that does plus 50. So I'm on the hunt for a plus 150, man. I want to see that 150. Of course, I'm not getting it. Yeah. I'm hoping to see a good high damage elemental Kaoson, or a like 100% or greater watts for dinner with the amp attribute. See if we can find one. Hey, there's a Kaoson. Let's see, we get an elemental? No, we didn't. How long have you played this for? Melissa Ross, I have played Borderlands for basically since it's come out, like since its very initial release. I was playing it on day one when it was released. I don't remember when exactly it was released. It's been a few months now. Came out this year. But this is the first Borderlands game that I have ever played. But because I've enjoyed this so much, and because so many other people on the stream have come by and told me you have to go play the other games, like you have to get the other games, Borderlands 1, 2, 3, and play those as well because they're fantastic. And so I actually just bought the full package of all Borderlands games, 1, the pre-sequel, 2, and 3 with all the DLC content on Steam. They had a 90% off deal for everything for $37. I kid you not, $37. So I have all Borderlands games that have ever been released and all DLC content for them. So when was the last time you played Fortnite? Last time I played Fortnite, I don't even know. It's been a few weeks. Okay, let's see. What's for dinner? So I have utility. So when shield is empty, grants plus 28 gun handling, 15% movement speed. Adaptive, when equipped, grants plus 8% maximum health. When shield is active, grants 20% resistant. Yeah, see, this one's not great either. I want to see the amp. Show me the big value amps. Cam the mans, can you help me with something? Yeah, what's up? Let's see. Levy 05 track. Is it Levy or Levi? Let's say Levy, I think. So I am not running any like special build that maybe you've seen on a YouTube. It's more of just a custom configuration I put together. Happy to show you the skill tree if you're interested. What bunker is Sludge Mall? That's a good question. Maybe somebody in the chat can help you out there. I don't know offhand, but we can certainly go to the map and try to find it. Because I'm sure I have it on my map somewhere. Some folks can just answer those things off the top of their head. I'm not one of those. Unless it's one of the bosses that I farm regularly. Like Axmal, like I can tell you right where Axmal is for getting a bod. Okay, let's see. Any watts for dinner? That's one, right? Yes. Absorb, adaptive. Yeah, that's not what I want. Yes, sir. The skill tree would be great. Okay, sweet. Yeah, Levy. So skill tree, like I said, this isn't like any specific thing that maybe you've seen on YouTube before, but I'm happy to run through it. I'm heavy on the red tree, so I'm going to skip to the other two because there's not as many here. So on the green tree, you'll see some here, but these are just added from my class mod, so I don't have like any specific points there. So I'm going to just show you this one. I have one on Midnight Oil, and then on the blue tree, I have a few here, so I'll just keep this here for a second so you can maybe take a screenshot if you want to see it. Refer to it later. But the one that's possibly cut off a little on mobile, looks like you're on TikTok, so you're going to probably get a little bit cut off. The only thing that I have over here on the right is this one here as Jack, and I don't have anything else to the right of that selected. And I don't have anything over here on the left as well. Oh, you can see those. But you can see like right down through the middle is kind of where I've put a few of these skill points. So that's the blue, and then like I said, I'm heavy on the red, and that's for two reasons. Well, I guess kind of three reasons. One, I prefer the shoulder cannons here, the Peacebreaker cannons, over the Apophis Lance and the Arc Knives. Arc Knives are fun and are great. I did run with those when I first set up Rafa, but since I've gone all in with the Peacebreaker cannons, I really like these. And I also absolutely love this Bullet Buddy Deluxe augment. And it's mainly for when it says right here in the middle, pressing F while Peacebreaker cannons are active causes Rafa's shots to consume no ammo. So that lasts for 8 seconds. So for 8 seconds, I can shoot continuously, as you're seeing me do here with Origo. So like it's great for bossing. So you get out like a Kaoson or a bot or something that shoots those explosive stickies, and you turn on the Bullet Buddy Deluxe, and for 8 seconds you can just unload continuously without having to reload. And it just you're launching hundreds of stickies. So I love that. And then I also love this here, the beam team, where instead of shooting bullets, which just do like standard like kinetic damage, which is the default for the Peacebreaker cannons, I love this capstone, which gives me a shock beam and a corrosion beam. So each one of them changes from bullets to one does shock and the other one does corrosion. And it's like so much more powerful than just the standard like bullets. Yes, sir. The skill tree would be great. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's cool. So you got those there. Hey, there we go. Jack Sparrow. So has answered you. Cam the Mans. Oh, yeah. No worries, Levy. Yeah, let me know if I can answer anything else for you if you want to see anything else. So yeah, Cam the Mans. Sludge Mall. It looks like Jack has helped us out here. It says, point of interest in Idolator's Noose. Side quest chain needed to unlock. Thank you, Jack. I knew somebody was going to be able to answer that better than me. What is the mission chain start? Yeah, I don't know what the mission is. Maybe Jack, maybe you know what the mission is, that side quest chain needed to unlock. Yeah, that's the Bullet Buddy Deluxe that right there. You can see I was just shooting endlessly. All right, there's another Kaoson. Let's see, is that elemental? It is not. It's only 2% too, so that's I'm gonna ignore that one. All that. Okay, so no other watts for dinners dropping yet. All right. Man, y'all got me excited about this 150 damage. I've got to see what kind of ridiculous this is gonna. Plus 150% gun damage is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I gotta see it. Null and void, and then all charged up. See, Jack's got all the answers. Appreciate it, Jack. Thank you for the help, because I was going to struggle to answer those. I'd end up having to just look online. Oh yeah, you see the beams? They're right there, the corrosion beam shooting at him, and then there you go. There's the other shock beam shooting at him now. Yeah, those beams do way more damage than just the standard bullets. Let's see, is that a Watts for dinner? It is. So we have Turtle and Vagabond. Plus 28% movement speed when energy shields are full. So that's great. So I can have my movement speed. So you know what? The ultimate Watts for dinner for me, I can tell you right now what it's going to be. It's going to be Vagabond and 150% gun damage to the amp. So if I can get amp with 150% gun damage in Vagabond, which gives me this like 28% movement speed when energy shields are full. Oh man, that would be fantastic. That would be so good. The chances of finding that roll, probably very slim. Very, very slim. Let's see, what's my iridium looking like? I know I gotta be burning through this so quick. 6,600. Alright, come on, give me the Vagabond and the amp, come on. Let me have it. Come on, Orgo. You got one for me, I know you do. Come on. Come on. Or nothing. Or nothing at all. That's cool too. Or nothing. Man, Rafa got the zoomies when my overdrive is active. I can hop in and spend some iridium, and if you get low. Oh, Jack, appreciate it, man. I might. We'll see. We'll have to wait. We'll have to see. What's your iridium look like? Y'all are probably like racking up the iridium, aren't you? Oh. I gotta go run some more like vile bounties and build some more back up. Thank you. Ah, there's some stuff. Let's see. What's for dinner? Power booster. When damaged, 20% chance to spawn a power booster that grants plus 10% gun damage for 5 seconds. And Nova, yeah. I think Rafa is my highest currently at 17,000 or so. Oh yeah, that's not bad. I think the highest I've gotten my iridium to is like 11,000, something like that. It's just so hard to farm iridium. Like the quickest way that I have found to do it, someone in my Discord sent me a video on their method, and it's actually worked pretty good. Cam the Mans. Oh, Levy, thank you for following. Yeah, what's up, Cam? I see you said Foxy. What's up, Cam? But yeah, the quickest way that I've found to farm iridium, and y'all probably already know this, but like doing the Vile bounties. And so I will just go to like one of the, I'll like bounce around to like my different, like the home bases, I forget what they're called, and go to the contract boards and just farm any Vile bounties I can find. And when I've kind of burned through all of them, I'll quit to the main menu, come back in, and just kind of bounce around again. And that works pretty good because those Vile bounties give you a fair amount of iridium. Also XP, so if you're looking to like level up real fast, those Vile bounties level you up pretty quick. And he's cooked. class mod. Wait, I forgot. No worries, Cam. If it comes to you, let me know. Y'all enjoying the time off for the holidays? Everybody's got time off, I hope. Time off for work and school. I gotta work tomorrow and Tuesday, and then I'll be off the rest of the week for the new year. Hope everybody has a fantastic new year as well. If I don't see your... Okay, come on. I hate it when I miss the Bullet Buddy Deluxe activating it, because then he gets a chance to put more damage on me and move around. There we go. I think we got him, though. I think we got him. Just took a little longer. Spray and pray. And he didn't leave me anything. Sweet. And you play with me. Yeah, Cam, so I'm totally down to play with some folks every once in a while. I would say the first thing is are you able to join Discord? Because I typically do a player queue in my Discord just so that like it gives folks an opportunity to like get into a queue where I manage like a list of players who have asked to play. That way it just kind of makes things easier for me versus like watching the live chat through all the different platforms that I stream on. So if you can get into Discord, that would be the best way to get into that player queue. So when I'm going to do viewer games, I open up a player queue and then folks can join it. There's a Kaoson. All right, elemental. No elemental. Okay. Fine. Oh, no? Okay. Yeah, that's where I like to manage my player queue, just because, like I said, it makes my life a whole lot easier than trying to watch, like, the live chat across the 4 different platforms that I stream on. Just makes things a whole lot easier. Levy, yeah, let me cook him here and I'll tell you exactly what gun this is. But I can tell you while I'm doing it, this is the Kaoson, and if you want a Kaoson, this is where you get it right here, Farm Origo. He drops them, and I'll show you, there's already a ton on the ground. I'm just looking for the elemental versions, which have like shock damage, corrosion damage, Cairo, you know, all the different elements. Let's see, is that a What's for Dinner? That is no, it's not. It's a Forge Night class mod. Come on. But yeah, so as you can see, like right here's one. This is the Kaoson. And then you can see there's going to be another right here. There's a Kaoson. There's a Kaoson. See, like this one is an elemental version. It does Cairo, which is like cold, like freezing. But I already have a better version of it, so I didn't pick that one up. But the one that I'm using right now is this one. This is the Rusted Cynical Kaoson, and this one does plus 4% sticky damage. So as you can see down on the bottom, the Torgleisen Sticky Magazine. This one, that's really the best one, like the highest percentage value, explosion value that you can get on a Kaoson is like 4%. I have not seen higher than 4%. So I'm looking for the 4% sticky explosion damage with elemental damage like I have here. So this one does 791 damage per second, 8% chance of shock damage. And once you start learning about the different elements and what they're powerful against, so like if you go to this and you press Y and then hover over the element, it'll tell you what it's strong and what it's weak at. So like with this one, you can see shock damage is very strong against shield and it is weak against flesh and armor. And you can see the colors here, flesh, armor, and shield. Flesh, when you see an enemy that has a red bar, that's flesh. If it's a gold or like the gold bar, that's armor. And then if it's blue, that's shield. So if you have a Kaoson which has shock damage like I have here, and you see you're up against an enemy that has shield, you can pull this out and destroy their shield really fast. And the reason I'm using this one specifically against Origo is when I go to him again here next, you'll notice he has 2 bars and they're both blue. He is all shield. So because of the shock damage being very strong against shield, that's why I'm using this one against him. Because that shock is just, it's incredibly overpowered against shield. Let's see, it's shredding through the boss. My build I was using with the golden god now sucks. Yeah, Levy, yeah, hopefully that helps. But yeah, when we go back in here again, we'll run Origo again. And just, yeah, keep an eye on his health bar, and you'll see they're both blue. And so anytime you see blue, if you have any gun that does shock damage or even grenade ordinances that have shock elements that do shock damage, that's what you want to use against shield. So look at his health bar when it pops up. See right there? They're both blue. So he is all shield. So we definitely want to use shock against him. Hence the reason I'm using this one with the shock damage. And this one also does 4% explosion damage, so you can see how much that 4% really, it does a lot. Bloom Reaper is better. Yeah, Bloom Reaper is nasty. Let's see, what did I get there? What is this elemental? Oh, it is, okay. Yeah, but this one isn't nearly as good as the one I have. So this one only does 577 damage, shock damage, and only 2% on the stickies. As you can see, the one I have now is 791 damage. Shock damage and 4% explosion, so the one I have is already way better. Let's see, did he drop me? I thought he dropped another bots for dinner, but maybe I missed it. One equipped grants 8% maximum health. I think that was the one. Let's see it. Empty. Yeah. Need to find one with better amp. All right, come on, Origo. Let me see the amp. Reloading? Never heard of it. Okay, let's see. These are all class mods, aren't they? Oh, come on.
They don't let you cut on folks.
Gotta find it. Come on, Origo. I'm gonna have to quit and come back out. I got too much loot piling up in here. Getting crazy. The nice thing is if I quit from where I'm at, it brings me right back in. So I can just instantly start farming him again. Let's see, one of those has got to be... No, it's not that. No. That's with all the class mods, man. Come on, dude. Alright, so I'm just gonna do this real quick. Clear everything out. And there we go. Wow, that totally like frame rates all of a sudden jumped like crazy. Good God. It's like all of a sudden way smoother. Wonder if all those legendaries setting up here was pissing off the game, because this is like way smoother now. Holy crap. Class mod, come on, it's not even my class, dude. Siphon. When dealing damage, 5% chance to grant 105 overshield. That's cool. Wow, the cooldown on this is actually only 1.6. After 1.6 seconds, it starts recovering. The Siphon is actually nice. When dealing damage, 5% chance to grant 105 overshield. Dang. That's actually pretty good. We'll run it one more time and I'll have to wrap up this stream because I gotta go eat some dinner. Let's see if he's gonna be generous here. Come on. Let me see that 150 amp before I go. Oh, oh, wasn't expecting that. It's not gonna matter though. But he's still toast. Look at it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Garbage. Oh well. Alright everybody, appreciate y'all hanging out, having some fun, having some chats with me while I try to run some do some farming here for some of these legendaries. Appreciate all the advice and helpful hints. And we'll see you, let's see, Tuesday. Let's see, let me make sure I don't have anything going on. Tuesday. Yeah, no, we should be able to do the stream on Tuesday. If you're not in the Discord, definitely get in there. That's where I keep everybody up to date on things if I have to cancel or move a stream. But we should be on schedule for Tuesday at 6 p.m. And I will see you all then. Later, everybody.